You did what? Yeah. You gonna tell the kids? You know you're gonna get a rash. Yeah. All right. We all make mistakes when we go to Oahu. I've made them. She's made them. That's for sure. Because you're watching this video, you won't make these 9 Oahu planning mistakes. They're not even planning. They're just why you're here on the island too. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Hawaii Vacation Guide.
Please keep watching.
Please, yeah, I don't know why I said that. I know a lot, a little bit, I'm learning. One thing I do know is island geography. I love geography. Oahu is made up of 2 eroded, massive shield volcanoes. Those are those 2 ridges that line the island. They have a big valley in between them. On the leeward side, or the dry side of the island, essentially stretches from like Pearl Harbor to Kolina up to Waianae. And that's really nice. You get very little rain there, hence the Kolina resorts are there. It's really nice and sunny. Over on the windward side, you have Kaneohe and Kailua Town. Those get a lot more rain. It's still beautiful though.
Beautiful.
Really nice. You got these beautiful views of the Pali, and all that rain makes it really lush and tropical.
Yeah.
Same with the North Shore. That's how you can get out and like really see Hawaii. Even though you're on the Manhattan of the Pacific in Honolulu, you can still see a lot of country while you're here on Oahu.
You know what Jordan loves even more than geography?
No, what's that?
Geography pop quizzes when we're driving in the car.
You get them right sometimes. The main airport when you fly into Oahu is Honolulu. HNL is the airport code. It's about 20-25 minutes away from Waikiki. Or you can drive up to Turtle Bay, which is about an hour drive up. About an hour. And then Kolina is about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's jump into the 9 mistakes. Thanks for hanging with us. Talking about driving, mistake number 1 is not knowing your rental car needs. Rental cars on Oahu can be expensive because A, it's a rental car on Hawaii, but parking fees are really high. They can be up to like $45 at resorts.
Or 50.
Or there you go.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So while we usually get a rental car for the whole time because we are going out and about every single day, you might not. You might have, if you're staying in Waikiki, you might have like, let's say 4 days of your 8-day trip where you just want to be in Waikiki and go to the beach and hang out. So those days, you probably don't want a rental car. So the solution is you can just pick up a rental car from Waikiki on the days that you want to go out and explore.
And then return it before you hit that parking fee at night.
Yeah.
Boom. It keeps it convenient and you save some money for more Mai Tais.
Yeah. Mistake number 2 is not doing some sort of cultural activity while you're here. And I gotta be honest, when you learn something while you are on vacation, you take that home with you. It just makes your experience that much deeper and richer and memorable. And so this doesn't need to be challenging. It doesn't need to be difficult, but you can do something as simple.
Or boring.
Or boring. Oh my God, none of this is boring. You could do something as simple as going to a heiau and learning about that. You can go on an outrigger canoe ride. You can go to a luau. Luau's get a really bad rap because they're not exactly like historically accurate and cultural, but they do often, a good one, tells a really good story and you will learn something.
Or the 2 most popular things to do in all the Hawaiian Islands is Pearl Harbor, visiting Pearl Harbor National Memorial, and the Polynesian Cultural Center.
Yeah.
Both are really great ways to learn a lot about the island. We have a lot of great cultural things to do that we've done, so we're just gonna play some nice music and slowly talk so then we can show you some of these things.
Yeah.
And if you wanna learn more about these, click the link in the description down below to book them. Recommend checking out these local sites when you're here, learn a lot of the history with the great plaques, learn about the ancient Hawaiians. If you're looking for a really rich Hawaiian experience, check out WAIMEA Valley. It is a great locally run Hawaiian-owned nonprofit that keeps up the valley, the botanical gardens, plus it is a great place to go swimming in a waterfall. It's hard to miss that one, right? And the Toa Luau is there, which is also a locally run luau. Boom, got you covered. That's how you start your vacation. Number 3 is not anticipating jet lag. Jet lag will get you.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be 6 or 5 hour difference from the East Coast, 3 or 2 hours from the West Coast. You are gonna wake up very early in the morning. If you have kids like we do, wow, you're gonna wake up real early. So plan for it. We love jet lag itinerary days.
Yeah.
These are what we call like days that we know we're gonna get out of the resort early and go do something really cool. Like hike Diamond Head or go on another hike around the island or do like a really early morning snorkel tour.
Yeah.
So just plan for them and you know you'll hit the ground running when you get to Oahu.
Yeah, and if you have a plan for them, it won't feel so painful. Truly, it doesn't.
The sun's not up yet. I'm on Pier 38 in Honolulu. It's gonna be a cool experience.
Mistake number 4 is not leaving Waikiki. While we think Waikiki's great and we love to visit, there's a lot more to experience around Greater Oahu.
So we say escape from Waikiki, hop in that rental car, public transport, whatever it is, get out and about. You know, the Waikiki trolley is another good way to like do these loops to explore the island to like popular tourist sites. They're not as good as our itineraries.
No.
Not at all. So check out our Oahu Wayfinder itinerary. If you're stressed about planning this trip and you're watching a ton of YouTube videos and they're not our channel, then oh my, no, I'm just joking. But check out our itinerary, it'll finish your planning for you. Takes you out on these wonderful excursion days. You're gonna have so much fun and not make any mistakes.
You're going to want to get out. You're going to want to see the country. You want to see the North Shore. You want to see the windward side over by Kailua and Lanikai. You want to hit up the lagoons in Ko'olina. You want to go out to Pearl Harbor. There is so much to do that is outside of Waikiki. Man, it's great.
It's great. Just get out
great.
there. It's fun. Number 5 is heading up to the North Shore to go swimming during the winter months.
Yeah.
Essentially November to April, May time, right? So North Shore is famous for big wave surfing, right? So that's giant waves hitting the North Shore from these big North Atlantic storms. They come from Alaska and makes for great surfing. For normal people like us that can't handle big waves, you want to stay away from the beaches up there. Don't plan to go snorkeling or go swimming on those beaches. You don't want to get those lifeguards out there to save you. They do a wonderful job, those Oahu lifeguards.
Yeah.
But just stay away from the beach, to be quite honest, because those waves are so big. Check lifeguard conditions before you want to venture out there. And check out the link down below. There's a wonderful Oahu beach safety website. Kind of tells you the conditions of all the beaches. So it doesn't mean not going to the North Shore during the winter, but just don't plan to do a lot of swimming up there, or any.
Number 6 is underestimating traffic because, oh my God, traffic can be intense. I used to commute into downtown Honolulu and whew, it was a tough one, let me tell you.
And they start early too. Rush hour starts at like 6 a.m., sometimes earlier. It goes 6 to 9 is rush hour. And then the afternoons is 3 to 6.
Yeah.
So since you're on your vacation, you don't need to brave those roads and be stuck in traffic. So just plan around it.
Yeah.
Don't stay away from the H1, which is the massive freeway that goes through there. And if you have an early morning snorkel tour or something, that's fine. Just like plan for some traffic.
Yep.
There's even a zipper lane on the H1. They do whatever they can. And they just opened up the Skyline train. So hopefully that helps alleviate traffic, but we'll see. And that's the Skyline train right there. There it is.
And there's one more piece of traffic that you should know about if you are staying on the North Shore, and that is what we call turtle traffic.
Lanikai Beach is a popular place to look at sea turtles, and it's a pretty beach, but it causes a ton of traffic on Kamehameha Highway. It will back up forever. On our last trip, someone ran out of Waimea Bluff, like running, physically running, and we didn't pass him until Lanikai Beach. Like that's how slow we're moving. So just plan for that, and yeah, you'll have a better time on the North Shore. Number 7 mistake is trespassing. Oahu has a lot of trails, amazing trails, probably the best in all the islands, and waterfalls. The only problem is a lot of them are on private property. You can't go on them. So check all trails to make sure it's legal to go hiking on that trail that you saw wherever you saw it, right? Especially for those waterfalls. For a legal place for waterfalls, you got Manoa Falls and Waimea Valley. Great, legal, wonderful hiking trails there. But also too, in Manoa Valley, there's signs say stay away from the waterfall for safety from falling rocks. And we always see people walking past those closed trail signs. Please just don't do that. Respect the signs, respect the land. Just follow signs and guidance. It's for your own personal safety. And while we're talking about waterfalls, leptospirosis, you hear about it on all the islands, but I've heard about the most on Oahu. It causes fever-like conditions. You can get it from the water. So don't go swimming with open cuts and don't drink the water. My coworker drank the water. He got a little sick, but he was fine. He survived. So with the mud, I wouldn't call this an easy trail. It's a little tough. No. Last 2.
Mistake number 8 is not making reservations. So you don't need to over-plan your trip. You don't need to have every single day reserve because you are on vacation and you want to relax. But if you are wanting to go to Diamond Head, Hanauma Bay, or any of the fine dining restaurants around the island, you should probably make a few reservations and plan in advance. So figure out exactly what you want to do, see if reservations are required, and book it before you come. And if you have our itinerary, we help you do that.
Ooh, a good one is Polynesian Cultural Center.
Oh yeah.
It is very busy, and during the summer, it can sell out over a month in advance.
Yeah.
So click the link down below to book a day to hit up the PCC. All right, it's 11:30 right now. It's time for lunch. Last stop of this morning itinerary. Number 9 is for everybody. It's going to Oahu and not hitting up the diverse food scene. It is the best Hawaiian island for food.
Absolutely.
You get
hands down.
this great diversity of everything coming together and fusing together, and like food trucks up on the North Shore, the fine dining in Honolulu, to all these great little local hole-in-the-wall places, Hawaiian food like a Highway Inn. I mean, there's just so many great places to go hit up. We're not a food channel, but we sure like food. So you'll find some good food videos on here, like our Oahu food experience video that we have up there. And we list out our favorite place to eat on the island in our itinerary.
You want to have a great trip. I know, that is why you're watching this. You have been doing all the planning, so I hope that this has helped you relax. Another thing that's going to really help you relax is getting our itinerary, because we help take you on excursion days around the island on these really nicely planned out routes, so you can see the best sights, eat at the best places, and wow whoever you are traveling with. All right, well, thank you so much for watching.
She says that so well. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. What's the first thing we do when we get to Oahu?
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
What's the last thing we do when we go to Oahu?
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, that's about right.
Shop local?
Not this time.
Not this time.
Boom.